Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Man, today is gonna be a lovely day, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, where I started from, you feel me, where I'm gonna go, and how, life was rough, you feel me, different stuff of that scenario. So I started with an MLM, basically a lot of bullshit, a lot of, feeding me, shit that I ain't never really seen inside of his market, taking weak ass signals. If you take signals, you're not a Forex trader. You feel me? If you take signals, you're not a trader because a real trader sit down and analyze, break down the market, and determine, predict their moves. That's a trader. You feel me? You want to develop your own analysis. So if you're taking signals, you're not a trader. Simple as that. But what I had to, really understand was what the fuck am I doing? You feel me? Like I was trying to focus on learning how to trade, recruit, you feel me, host presentations and shit like that. Like that shit started getting a toll on me because I got people coming in here that's really trying to learn how to trade. You feel me? A lot of people that I know is not very social. You feel me? They not really a type of people, we not the type of people that really get up in front of and present in front of people. You feel me? That's not us. You feel me? We just want to understand how you did it and why. You feel me? That's it. So they wasn't providing that type of opportunity for me to where I was understanding how to really read the market. You feel me? So once I did start understanding how to read the market, I just felt like people was just hitting me up out of nowhere just because they want to, get a piece of the pie. And it don't work like that. You feel me? Because I was in the dark, I was in the trenches, and I was really out here grinding on these charts to really understand this information. Like when I tell you I done been with MLM. I'd have been with a trading company. I'd have been with another trading company. Like I done been with, like I done paid for a lot of sessions. I done paid for like a lot, but all of it never equaled up to the the stuff that I truly learned on my own. You feel me? Like with everything that I done been through with trading and uh just this market, you feel me, it never tally up to nothing that I've truly learned on my own to where I really sat down and seen what it was for myself. You feel me? That was the biggest thing. You feel me? Like everybody else somebody they can do this for me, they can do that for me, they can help me with this, they can do that. But every time I go back and back test it and different stuff like that, it still would never work for me. You feel me? It still would never work for me. So like I had to really step off and branch off into my own zone, you feel me, into my own lane. You feel me? That's where it really got me to where I am today because hey, when I tell you it was rough, it was rough. Like this shit right here that you see on this screen is not a piece of cake. You feel me? If this was a piece of cake, everybody would be a millionaire. You feel me? Everybody would be a millionaire if this shit was easy. So please get that out your head. Don't be thinking like this shit is simple or nothing like that because it can get simple. Like don't get me wrong, it can get simple, but this shit is not easy. You feel me? You want to really determine and really analyze. You feel me? What you see in this market, it's not easy. Simple as that. So stop getting out your mind. It's easy. But back to the story, like it was rough. You feel me? A nigga went from $15,000 to $200. You feel me? I was on my last month of rent. I was on my last month of rent with $200. You feel me? I had one check coming, one unemployment check coming that was really going cover my rent, and I think I had a MLM check coming, and that was like the last bid. You feel me? That was like this is all I got. You feel me? That was it. So like once I paid that, like I was just banking on my school check and I was just banking on my taxes coming. You feel me? That's what I was banking on. Like when I tell you I done busted through a check, like I busted through a check because like when them bills is coming, them bills is rumbling. You feel me? Them bills is coming. So I was like, man, where the fuck is my money going at? I was stressing. You feel me? I was man. When I tell you like I had a blank stare, like from shit I did in a short period of time. When I got fired, September 22nd. You feel me? Life was straight. I was living good. You feel me? But that shit caught up to me. That shit caught up to me to where like bills started really coming, and I was just spending money that I was like, shit, I'm gonna get it in the market. You feel me? But it really wasn't coming how I thought it was. You feel me? Because like when they send you a signal, you feel me? You expect that signal to hit every time. But one thing I have learned from a bright man, he told me like if you heard about the opportunity, then it's already late. You feel me? If you heard about the opportunity, then it's already late. So after I started, announcing the signals, I'm like, bro, the move already happened. I done missed the move. So now I'm catching the pullback or I'm catching, the reversal and I'm losing big cash. You feel me? To where one day I took a signal, I lost $3,500. $3,500. Listen, I lost $3,500 off one trade. Off one trade. Turned around the next day and lost $900. You feel me? $900 off GBP NZD off the next trade off a signal. Came back the next day and lost $600 to US 30 off a signal. So if you add it up, that's 5,000 gone right there. You feel me? Imagine I said I had 15,000. That's 5,000 gone right there. So now gas, food, traveling. I was in a different state, traveling, school, books, you feel me? Different type of materials, kids, clothes, like everything was like coming fast. You feel me? It was coming fast to where I was looking at my bank statements. I'm like, I ain't got no job, but I'm gonna let this, this MLM push me through. Like I'm recruiting heavy, I'm doing presentations. I'm like, getting people on these calls, but like that shit wasn't doing shit. Like I was expecting people to, okay, they see, him doing something, he gone. But that shit was bullshit. It was really bullshit. You feel me? Like I ain't knocking nobody hustle who do it. You feel me? But it wasn't for me. You feel me? It wasn't for me. So I had to move on. You feel me? I had to start actually focusing on the skill set. You feel me? That's what you really want to focus on. You want to focus on the skill set. You feel me? If you want to be in this for the long haul, you got to focus on the skill set. Simple as that. You want to see and dissect everything that comes into this market. You feel me? You want to, know the right from the wrong. You feel me? And with me, I teach you from the right from the wrong, but also you got to know it for yourself. You feel me? I can't just give you, the pail of water and you just drink it. You feel me? And it just come right back out of you. You feel me? You gotta obtain that shit. You gotta let that shit absorb to your body. You feel me? You gotta be a sponge and let that shit soak up. You feel me? That's why I don't really like to do, live webinars because I like to do recordings to where you can go back in and see what I'm talking about. You feel me? Compared to a webinar, you're not really there. You might have a distraction in the back. You feel me? You might not even have to take the piece of note that I was saying. You feel me? Compared to like a recording. That's why I do that. You feel me? But back to the story. When I tell y'all money, you feel me? Money is everything, but it don't mean nothing. You feel me? People is really losing their lives and shit over this. You feel me? People's losing their lives over this. People's committing suicide over this. People's committing suicide over trading. You feel me? So it's really bigger than what a lot of people think it is. You feel me? Like I was to the point to where I thought about it. You feel me? To where like shit, this shit is taking all my money. Like this is what I want to do. Like what the fuck is going on? You feel me? I thought about committing suicide. Like this ain't no joke. You feel me? When I tell you I had a blank stare for months, like I couldn't even look at my woman straight. I couldn't even look at my kids straight. It was just like I was just lost. You feel me? Like I could smile on the outside, but on the inside, I was fucked. I was fucked. And like I'm not the type of person that you feel me that was like, that can depend on somebody else. I can't depend on nobody else. Like my woman, she said, like, I got you. I know she got me, but like with me being a man, with me on how I was raised, like you gotta get out and get your grizzly on. You feel me? And like with me starting NWA, I knew for sure that I could not go back to work. I could not go back to work without any means necessary because like if you stand by never working again, then you gotta, you feel me, never working again. You gotta survive. You feel me? You can't go back to a 9 to 5. So I had that mindset to where like I can't do it. I can't do it. So I was like, fuck it, I gotta thug it out. You feel me? I was thinking about going back to selling drugs. Even I was thinking about doing everything to get the bag into my household, but I didn't. You feel me? I didn't. I stayed strong and I thugged it out. I waited till I got my tax money, my school check, and I went live off that. You feel me? That's why I'm here to say, like, truly, truly understand the skill set from my experience. You feel me? Truly understand the skill set. And this is where is, firing me up the most. Like, please do not hassle me over no $10 and $15 account. You feel me? Because like that shit is not gonna grow to $1,000. You feel me? You gotta put in extremely a lot of work to grow a $10 account. You feel me? So stop hassling me about, putting $10 and $15 into your account. You feel me? This shit is bigger than that. If you want to make some serious money, you need to put at least 500 to 1,000. You feel me? You need to put 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. You feel me? 20,000. Like you need to put money into this shit. You feel me? You got to invest into yourself. You feel me? You got to invest into the knowledge. You got to invest into the money. You feel me? You got to put the money where your mouth is. You got to put your knowledge where the market is. You feel me? You got to really get down and get to it. Like putting that small shit into your account, excuse me, it's just gonna blow your account. It's instantly waiting on you to blow your account because you ain't gonna have no leverage, you ain't gonna have no margin. You're not gonna be able to have no room to breathe in this market. Yo, I'm back, man. I actually kicked off the Wi-Fi, man, to cut all the power and shit off, man. So excuse me on that, but you feel me? That's the story, man. You feel me? I like to be as transparent as possible. I like to let people know, man, this is really real deal life, man. This shit, like everything that goes on in the world affects this. You feel me? So you got to keep up with what's going on in the world. You got to keep up what's going on with, the economy. You got to keep on going on what's going on. You feel me? You got to stay up to par. You feel me? You got to be able, you got to come here and mark up these charts. You feel me? You got to get yourself right. You feel me? You got to get yourself right. So I'm just here to tell y'all, like, you feel me? From my story, you feel me? I'm a living testament of how to, understand this market. Simple as that. You feel me? I went broke off this market. You feel me? I done almost committed suicide off this market. Like this market owes me a lot. You feel me? I done put a lot of money into learning this market. You feel me? Money that I could have really kept into my pocket. In all honesty, I done spent like at least $4,000. $4,000 just on alone, just trying to find the right people to learn from. You feel me? I done spent like $4,000 for like trying to find the right people to learn from. Uh, that and losing just like endless money to signals and BS trades and not understanding the market. You feel me? So from that time frame when I was going broke, I was really in the trenches. I was going silent. You feel me? And I was just really understanding the market. So if you got to go silent, if you got to go ghost to understand this market, like do that. You feel me? Do that because this is what's gonna make you a better trader. You feel me? You're not worrying about the outside noise. You're not worrying about the outside surroundings. And another thing that I want to also tell people is like, don't worry about what nobody else is doing. You feel me? Don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Like you got people that's on Instagram that do trade. You feel me? Riding in Lambos and Bentleys and all that. Like you will get there. You feel me? You will get there. And if you ask them how they get there, they're gonna tell you the same thing. They stayed down and they understood how to trade. You feel me? Because this shit ain't easy. People been doing this for a numerous amount of years, but also you gotta stay hungry. You gotta stay humble, and you gotta know when to make that type of move. You gotta know when you comfortable. You feel me? Because like this shit, like people try to say this is what they say this is where you can be financially free. Like you can, but also you can lose a lot of money in this. You feel me? Remind yourself, this is a $7 trillion a day market. But imagine how much money people's losing back into this market. You feel me? So don't let people confuse you. You feel me? Like people take losses. I take losses, you feel me? But I don't let my losses determine what type of trader I am. You feel me? So don't get confused on what you see somebody else doing on Instagram. You feel me? Let your time come for you. You feel me? Because like I can be out here, buying cars and different stuff like that, but I done fucked up a check so much to where that shit don't mean nothing to me. You feel me? Like the 20s that I ripped, it don't mean nothing to me. You feel me? Like money, it just don't. You feel me? I love money. I love to do nice stuff, but also like I got kids. You feel me? I got a woman. You feel me? I got bills. You feel me? I got stuff that I'm planning on for the future. Future businesses, not only NWA, but different things I want to do far as like real estate, different things, investing into my community is different, man, different shit like that. Man, I'm trying to tell you the bag is deeper than, going to the lot and pulling off in the car, pulling up in a rollie and, VVs and shit. It's bigger than that. Like that shit's nice. That's just nice, lubes and shit like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna get always nice for my birthday and shit like that. But like, it's also, you feel me? You gotta focus on the bigger picture. You gotta focus on like what you're gonna do to survive. Because if you're not here surviving, you feel me? Then it's a wrap for you. You feel me? Like they taking away the mail carriers and shit. Like we ain't really be having no mail coming in into the crib and shit like that no more. So like you feel me? You really gotta tune into what's going on around your surroundings. You feel me? So I'm glad that I understand the market as I do now. Then I'm glad that I do now because like at first I was a lost cause with this market and I was just out here really BSing and just blowing the bag. But now shit, I'm really obtaining the bag, understanding the market and catching the best moves as possible. You feel me? That's what I want y'all to understand. Like I don't care like how long you gotta understand this market or how long it take you to understand this market. If you gonna do it, just truly understand it. You feel me? That's it. That's all I want to say to y'all. You feel me? Like don't worry about the bread. The bread is here. You feel me? The question is, you gonna be the bread or you gonna be the baker? You feel me? You gonna be the bread or you gonna be the baker? You feel me? So that's why I look at it. You feel me? I'm a baker. I'm a baker. I'm a bake the bread and I'm gonna get it right back. You feel me? I know the dough. I know the recipe to get it right back. You feel me? I'm a baker. So if you gonna be the bread, they get ate. You feel me? They get served around. It goes from city to city, and then looking for the baker to make some more bread. You feel me? You gonna be the baker that know how to make the bread. You feel me? I'm a baker. I know how to make the bread. So that's what I need you to do. I need you to be a baker. You can be a baker or you're gonna be the bread. Simple as that. So that's all I really got to say. Just don't rush your journey. Even don't rush your journey. So everybody be blessed, have a great day and just continue to, be great. Continue to be great, stay positive, in a world that's negative and just do you, man. That's all we can do. You feel me? Everybody be blessed and have a good one.